Howdy folks, I am back from this past weekend's HorrorHound weekend in Cincinnati, Ohio. I met some great folks, got a few signatures, grabbed some swag, and had a great time overall. So let's talk about it. If you couldn't make it to the show, stick around to the end of the video. I shot plenty of footage to give you a virtual tour of the event. This was my second HorrorHound weekend. I went to a Columbus show several years ago. As I'm sure many of you know, HorrorHound is one of the big players in the convention scene, and for a very good reason. As far as organization is concerned, everything was laid out great. I didn't feel like I was having to go on a scavenger hunt to track down certain celebrities or vendors or whatnot, which has been an issue at some recent conventions I've attended. I always appreciate the wider walkways so you don't feel so crushed in by the crowd. That also makes it far more accessible to people with disabilities. Always a plus in my book. So kudos to the HorrorHound organizers. You guys run a tight ship. As far as meeting celebs and getting autographs, I didn't go quite all out as I normally do at one of these things. However, what few celebrities that I did meet couldn't have been nicer. I met Alicia Weir, Abigail from Abigail. This was her very first convention, and she was so friendly and engaging. Not just with me, but with everyone who I saw her meet. She came around from behind her table, spent time with her fans, and always had a smile on her face. I had her sign my Abigail lunchbox that a very kind audience member sent. Ms. Weir was like, "Where did you get this? I've never seen one of these before." She signed it for me, and we took a pic at her table. She could not have been any nicer. On the drive home, my girlfriend was like, "You should have just given her the lunchbox. She really liked it." And I was like, "Yeah, I should have. Maybe traded her for a Funko Pop or something. I don't know." She really liked that lunchbox. I met Peter Cowper, who played the miner, Harry Warden, in the original My Bloody Valentine. He too was incredibly friendly and funny. He signed my NECA figure. I love how he included the little hearts and used 2 different colored pins. He asked if he could kill me in the picture. I said sure, but only if I could kill him in return. So he assumed this position. I swung the pickaxe at his back. However, he wanted it someplace else, to which I told him that we had just met and that I require whining and dining for that sort of thing. He had a good laugh at that. I met Don Shanks, the Shape from Halloween 5, for the second time. I met him for the first time at Halloween 45 last year, but this time I brought along my Nitram Productions Part 5 mask for him to sign. Don is a cool guy and in great shape. I told him, "You look great, man." I think he thought I was hitting on him. I got to hang out with my old pals Eric Freeman and Robert Brian Wilson. I love those guys, and it's always a pleasure to hang out with them whenever possible. I had a great conversation with Ryan from TerrorVision and picked up 2 of their releases while I was there. I also checked out Mask Fest, which was awesome. I had no idea just how many incredibly talented people were working in the mask field. It's always great to meet people who enjoy the shenanigans that Jeremy and I get into here. I met several people who had such kind things to say, and I really appreciate it. I also had the opportunity to talk with Sean Clark. Now, for those of you who don't know, Sean made some comments during a live stream last year that I took issue with. I'll give Sean credit. Despite him being very busy, he took the time out to have a civil conversation with me, and we ironed things out. It's something I've not talked about very much, and most of you probably had no idea there was even any bad blood between us. But, and as corny as this sounds, we really are a community. Sean and I are both very passionate about the genre, and if there were ever sides drawn for some people, just know that's not necessary. We should be united in our love and fandom for all things horror. I mean, life is too short. I could have died on the drive home from HorrorHound. Literally, my girlfriend hit a bale of hay on the interstate. A bale of hay on the interstate. It was dark, it came out of nowhere, she didn't have time to react, and bam. A total freak thing. There was damage to my car, but it could have been much, much worse. The moral of the story is, if you've got issues with somebody, address them in a civil manner and try and put it all behind you. Life is short. Why spend what time you got here carrying grudges? Especially when you can carry around cool stuff like this. Overall, I had a blast at this year's HorrorHound weekend in Cincinnati. Good times, good people, a good event. What more could you want? If you attended this year's HorrorHound weekend in Cincinnati, Ohio, please let me know down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members for your generosity and support. Become a patron today and get early access to videos, have a say in what content appears on my channel, join me for monthly live streams, exclusive watch parties, and more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream, as well as members-only watch parties. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.